Hey guys, can you see the screen with the game we just went through, chapter 1 and the CRM? And you can see that you are all here, all groups are here. So the red ones,
That's me.
red ones are group 1 are blue, and group 2 are red, and group 3 are the gray ones. So we would like to start asking, or just you can see that the project you should implement the CRM system is quite, you actually made a lot, all 3 groups with that one. And then you have your participants, like they are kind of spread all over this circle. So so concerning the speed and movement of the project, and then where are the participants? What consideration did you have when you made these choices? And I'm asking all 3 groups concerning moving the project forward and getting people on the boat. So if you could have 1 or 2 reflections on that.
Maybe I can start with, since I'm the part of the red group, and we had quite a lot of challenges because we had quite a lot of people who had high resident levels, and we tried to formulate clear messages, and we tried to involve and include a lot of people. That's why we took a couple of decisions that were resembling this, but still the boat was moving forward, but we also noticed that some of the people we are like going outside and their resistance levels raised. So in this maybe board, we can also see that most probably we have the most people in the highest resistance level 3.
Yes. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Alex and I were in the same group, and we were very often discussing whether we should just leave them or maybe focus on them. But we focused on speed, right, Alex? We wanted to move the process forward faster.
Yeah.
Thought that was important in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why did you consider that most important in the beginning? What kind of reflection did you have on that? And did it work for you, you think?
Alex, that's for you. I can't remember.
Yeah, so we were suggesting like there's a couple of ways that you can take the boat forward. One of the ways could be that let's go slower phase and let's include as much people as possible on the boat and then slowly move forward. But then we noticed that the project is so complex in this case that we don't really have time and possibility to wait all people getting on board, because we should make fast decisions and take the project. Otherwise, we won't be able to deliver on the project. So that's why we decided, okay, let's go with the people who are on board and who have the right attitude and wants to part of the project and delivery, and we kind of shifted the focus on people who want to come with us in this project with this delivery, and a little bit left those with the higher resistance levels on the sides. But also in the same way, we wanted also to include. I mean, we don't want to forget about them at all, because they are part of the team. So we in the long run we will involve and we'll make decisions so that we will kind of try to include them much more.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, back to you, Katrine.
Yes. So maybe we should to this just overall question about consideration into moving the project or getting the people on board. Are there any other groups that have some reflections on this question? Then I think we could move into just to see some of the groups. So let's start with the, let's see if I can, if I do like this, no.
You have to go down and move,
yes.
Move them away.
So let's start with the blue group, right? And you can see your choices here. So what's actually for you? You have the project here, and you don't have a very high resistance level. Well, we have Mark here. We will come to him later. But you have a few people in resistance level 2, but then you have some people like they are not in resistance, but they are left behind. Could you just give us some reflections on that? What do you think of that? Who is in the blue group 1?
We just throw us in. I don't know is it for real that we are in the blue group, or do we just act?
I think Lars and Mette Yde is in the blue group, but
you just act.
We act. Okay, then.
So Lars, you're in group blue.
Yeah. Well, I think we succeeded with getting people out of resistance, but I can also see that the pace of the people are not quite there. So
can I just ask you, how did you get them out of resistance? Because compared to the other groups, you're doing really well here on resistance levels. You nearly don't have any resistance.
Yeah, we did a lot of. Our discussion was a lot about nursing the people to feel they could be a part of the change and that they could cope with the ways to work in the future and how the system would affect them. Mm-hmm. So that was a lot of our discussions. But at some point, the boat didn't move as fast as the people moved out in the swim lane. Mm-hmm. But we got people out of resistance, and that was the focus that we had. But perhaps we could have focused more on speed.
So for your next move, what would you consider there based on the result you have here to make the people come aboard? Yeah,
perhaps to manage a little more, to make some views on results and see how people react to that. Hopefully the people who are in the swim lanes stay there and just get up to speed. And the risk, of course, is that some of them will go into resistance.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes, when we're still with the blue group, before we move on to the next, what choices surprised you the most? Can you say a little about 1 or 2 choices that actually surprised you?
What do you say, Mette?
You need to unmute yourself.
Mette?
Is it me or Mette Yde?
Whatever.
I think it's Mette.
Your choice.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I have an answer to that question. Then I think I have to think a lot. What surprised us the most? I think it's surprised me the most that we cannot do anything with that. Was it Mark? Who's still stuck in resistance level 3 and he's not on board at all. So I think that shocked me because we spent a lot of time kind of involving and nursing the employees.
Okay. Thank you very much. We move on a little quick, a little fast because we don't have so much time today. Let's take the red group, which is quite different. You have your project is still quite far on number 12, and you have actually 3 guys except from Mark in the resistance level 3. Can you give what do you think about that? Why did that happen? What kind of choices did you think made them go there?
Well, we had at least one choice that was specifically for moving the boat forward because we thought the boat was lagging behind, and then we tried to make some decisions to move people out of resistance, and it actually ended up just moving players in zigzag across the board. Some had less resistance, some had more resistance, so it was just a spaghetti of arrows going everywhere. Obviously not the right choice there, but definitely, going forward, we need to focus on resistance level since we have so many in the outer circle on resistance level 3.
I think Martin and I, we listened a little bit too much to Alex, right, Martin?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was the real cause. I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, it's my fault. I'm taking. Okay.
And what was Alex saying that you listened to? So what was it? What
Good
were
question.
the
I
the
like the
argument battles?
You were saying it's going too slow. It's going too slow. It's going too slow.
Okay. So you were afraid that the project wouldn't go fast enough, and then that made you take some choices that made people further away from the boat. Is something like that?
Yeah, something like that. We
Yeah.
were going for the blue for the first 12 choices, mostly, which were speeding the process up.
Yes. Yes.
I actually.
Sorry, go ahead.
Please.
No, I was just asking about, I know from playing this from before on the board that one of the goals is to achieve critical mass, to have 80% in the boat. But I haven't seen that reflected in the game anywhere. Is it me who didn't pay attention, or?
Yeah.
I think that Live will answer that after this facilitation.
Yeah. Let's keep
Right,
the question. Yeah, I will.
Yes. Okay, we just moved quickly to the gray group. I just
You have a minute left.
A minute left. Okay, then we won't move to the gray group. We weren't aware how much time we did have for this facilitation.
I think we just have one more question. I think the final question is on what kind of reflection have you, well, based on the result you have here, how do you think you can learn from what you have done already for your next move? Is there any reflection on that you will be more aware of moving forward?
Yeah, and we have this question for you to work on individually after this finished. And then we also have two more questions we would like you to take with you back. We have one that is, how much time did you actually use during this game, reflecting on the results and evaluating the results that came before you made your next move? How much time did you use? And what do you think about that? And the last one, how would you link this